there. Hi there. Ho there. Grimmy, I'm using the Dork Table channel today, or I hope I'm using the Dork Table channel today.
Wait, the Dork Table has a channel?
Yes, it does on Spreaker. Or that's the one I
Thanks,
clicked on. I
Grimmy.
think that's the that's the Dork Table Spreaker.
Mm.
I hope.
Grim's Grim treats us good here at the RL&M, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Grimmy spoils us rotten. And then he has these people that are technotards like me that, we try to do things and we just screw them up.
Well, I think if you paid more attention to the details, you'd do a better job. Hi, Miss Mary. How you doing, Miss Mary? It's been a wonderful 2 weeks of no Miss Mary.
I know. I've been, to parts a yonder.
Yeah.
But we are on the Dork Table right now here on the RLM.
Yeah.
Booyah. And I just shared that news on Fakey Book as well.
Fakey Book, my favorite.
I know. Isn't it just splendiferous?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand with my Republican plan.
Ah.
Yeah, I have to nestle my nose in the bosom of Facebook if I want to be a Republican.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, they got a lot of restrictions. You got to fear God and country. Really?
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey. And Grimmy shows that my podcast blog is up on the RLM over here on the effin site. Thank you, Grimner, for doing that for me. I am a slacker. And you know what, by the way, over here on that effin site, Estrella is hanging around.
Estrella.
As well as, Grimmy was here for a little bit because he shared that we're live right now.
Oh,
and, yeah.
I'm alive. Are you alive, too?
I think so. I checked.
Did you?
I have a
Did
pulse.
you know I'm on FN? See, you don't even notice me.
Well, it says who's online, and it doesn't show your picture there.
Oh.
What the hell?
I don't know. Maybe Bo has a glitch in his software.
I know I got a glitch in my software and in my hardware, and I got glitches.
Well, yeah.
Let's not go there.
That's a whole other show. Damn. Okay.
Dealing with the glitches. That's almost like a song, like rolling with the homies. Yeah, we're dealing with the glitches. Okay.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, hey, Sock Puppet. I see Sock Puppet over here in the corner pocket. And he just shared us over here. I also see Nate beat me to the damn duck. Damn it, Nate. I was having a few issues trying to get logged in over there. It's like I kept getting my...
Napper,
I know.
Back her duck.
I know. He boomed it. Now, there was feathers everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are having a Mary Duck moment meltdown. Please stay tuned for further developments as they happen. Thank you. That was a dork announcement. Wow, you done fucking around with your damn ducks. Say hi to all the people.
Well, Moosey just popped in over here in the corner pocket as well.
Girl.
So, okay. So, hi, everybody over here in the corner pocket. If you're listening in, hey there. Let's see. Effin site. Yeah, I saw those people. Let me see. I haven't done Twitter. Well, I need to check Twitter. See if that'd be a tweet because the Donald shares all of that pertinent information over on Twitter.
Donald.
Oh God!
Yeah,
and guess what? Just pops up when I opened up Twitter. Some guy shared this thing, and it's a meme of the Donald, and it says, "We're going to start whining again. We're going to whine big. We're going to whine, whine, whine. We're going to whine so much you're going to get tired of all the whining." Oh God! I got to share that. I love that.
Wow. Yeah, but it's true.
That's why I'm sharing it.
Hey, you're going to have plenty of years to listen to why he meant to put a wall down there, but he just could never get around to actually doing it. It's what all great men do, is they tell you about their failure. Oh, well, I meant to do that, but hey, the bank said no. Let's not play games.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. was just kind of lost in a dork moment. It happens. I sit here and just start talking about weird shit.
I know. Well,
So
it's been so long since we've been able to get Dorkular on the radio that it's like, wow. Trying to get back into the swing of being dorky.
2 weeks? I mean, really, how much damage did that machine do to you in 2 weeks? Yes, this is Gramsci's therapy for the week.
Yes.
Disguised as the Dork Table.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
yeah. And the rocket chair is also my therapy because I vent and get all the evil spirits out of my building. So,
Really?
yay.
All of them?
Most of them.
Yeah, because I'll bet if you looked really close, you'd find one.
Oh, I have an evil twin that lurks in the back. So, every once in a while she jumps out and goes, oh, we're going to take over the show for a while.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who knew? Okay. Wow. What about cheesing? What the hell?
Cheesing? What the hell's cheesing?
Moose Girl. Well, it was a thing on South Park where the kids would get high off cats peeing in their face. They called
gross.
it cheese. They called it cheesing.
Gross.
So then they made a law against owning a cat, so that none of the kids could get high off the cat pee.
Oh,
no cat pee. Everybody's back to normal. There you go.
But what about all of the litter companies? The ones that make kitty litter and litter boxes and all those fancy cat toys. You can't destroy the economy like that.
Yeah, but it's also a sin to waste a good cheap pie. Thought you were American, Mary. Wow, where'd you grow up in Poland or something?
Oh, that's true,
you one of
Grimmy.
those-
Cheesing goes along with whining. Would you like
What are you,
some
one of those-
crackers and cheese to go along with that wine? Yep.
You're one of those rich kids that had to buy your beer in a store instead of make it in a tub.
That is true. Actually, I had to pay someone to buy my beer for me. No, actually, I didn't drink beer. When
No?
I was that young, I didn't drink beer. I liked Seagrams and Squirt.
Oh, you started out at the bottom. Good
Yeah, I did.
Good thinking, Bosco.
Well,
So,
because
are
I could swipe my brother's Seagrams. I could just go buy a bottle of Squirt and swipe his bottle of Seagrams and pour it into the Squirt bottle, and the cops would be none the wiser until they sniffed the bottle.
So but does that mean you're not going to say greetings to all the RL and Mers that have joined us on this? We're at 7/29/2017.
I know, and it's 11:11 right now according to my computer. An angelic number for those of you that believe in numerology.
And did you know that is both my wife and my brother's birthday?
11:11?
Yeah, different years.
Sweet.
Yeah, but two people on the same birthday is one thing, but that birthday?
Wow.
Ew.
Well, and my son-in-law is 11:11.
Ooh. Wow, so that's three of them.
Yeah. Dang. Do you hear the Twilight Zone music?
They're making the 11 and 11 army.
Oh my God.
They're mentally linking up all over the world. Those born on that day.
Oh.
Maybe they'll fix this shit. Who knows? Anyway, does this mean you don't say hi to people no more?
No, it doesn't. It's just squirrel.
I don't
Dork.
know. That's what this thing is for.
Yep.
But you usually at least say hi to all these wonderful folks in the RLM.
Well, that's because I got sidetracked. So over here in the RLM, right up top, we got Barman, who's the most splendiferous bot in the whole wide world.
Barman!
Yeah, and Barman even shared us over on Twitter. He's competition for the Donald.
The Donald. No.
I prefer
no.
Donald the Duck myself, but
yes, but we will have none of this. The Donald crap. No, thank you.
I also see Grimner is here. Who is the RLM god? Closely followed by Moosey. And I got to listen to some of that last night before my internet really got hinky. And I just had to say, okay, I'm done. I'm done arguing with it. So I reset my router this morning, though. So hopefully things are kosher.
Kosher routers.
Yeah. They've been circumcised.
And what a coincidence.
I also see the lovely
there's
Kate.
A lot more of that going on around than I ever dreamed. Yeah, I thought it was just me. Who knew?
Who knew? I also see the lovely Kate is here, as well as Asmo. Asmodeus Asmo. And Beth Z is here. And looky there. She's closely followed by Chalcedony. Hey, Chalcedony. And the lovely Circles. Circle.
She's going to go upstairs and listen to the show on the upstairs.
Ah, okay.
Well, I, the ruling class, enjoy the fruits of the living room experience.
The fruits of the loom?
The fruits of the living room experience.
Ah, okay.
No, I told you we compromised last time, and she asked me, "Hey, can you do this there?" And I went, "Oh, fuck, yeah, I guess so." But I listened to the show we last did on the 8th. Whoa,
yeah,
I got a little gargled in there. Couldn't understand what the fuck I was talking about. It was funny as hell.
It was kind of funny.
Running the damn Dork Table through a laundry room, we cleaned up all the weird shit or something.
It was interesting to listen to. It's like, dang, he's gone all cyborgy and everything.
Yeah, you were asking me about it, and I couldn't tell, so it must have been due to the second-rate Wi-Fi on the upstairs computer.
Ah.
That's who I'm going to blame. I'm telling you. That's the way I do it. Fruits in the living room.
Yes, there are. Well, because Trump won't let him in the army anymore. I also see a double dip on a Chloe.
Chloe. Yeah, but he's being all fruits in the living room. He's being all, legal on me here.
I know.
I said,
yeah. Okay. Dakota is here.
Dakota!
As well as yours truly, Graham Z. Dork. And looky there, IB Don C is here. Hey, Don. Yeah, I also see Java Doctor 2 is in the house. And JJ's is here. Hey, JJ's from Scotland. Are you wearing a kilt today, dear?
Don't even start that. Let's go.
You won't let me have my mental images. Damn it. I also see North Force.
I see the fluke is here again.
Yes, RLM Fluke. That is the Vanna White of the cybernetic world for barman, don't you know?
Drool.
Yeah, and Rob Works is here asking about those fruits in the living room. And I see he fired up that bubbler. Yay! Way to go, Rob Works. We truly do appreciate the puff pass. Trust
yes, we do.
number one is here. He trusts number one. Number one, make it happen. Is that the way it goes?
Make it so, number one.
Ah.
Do it your fucking self, Baldy. That's the part they never put into the show, though.
I know.
They always leave the good dialogue. They edit it out. Yeah. It's not fit for the public to hear it. That's funny. But military don't behave that way. They do in private.
Oh, well, that's why they have privates. But
no. I mean, what? Yeah, but on a social thing, they just be two guys being two guys.
Ah, that's true.
But at work they got to be doing a whole nother protocol.
Ah.
In public, and they're funny as fuck too.
Ah, I see. We got double bubble going on. Double bubble.
Double bubble.
Oh, wait, that was a motorboat thing, wasn't it? BTC Bob is here.
Oh.
Hey, we have Bob triplets again. Cool.
Wow.
They didn't off
to
him.
3.
Okay. I also see Colfax 101, who is that? I believe.
Colfax.
Yeah,
101.
that's the alter ego of Nelson Dubois.
Well,
Hi, Dimma.
Dimma.
And Flash
Oh, hey,
Droid.
Yeah. And guess who we got after that?
Yeah, got Frumpy. And Jehovah One, who made it rain a little bit last night. Sweet. Not a lot, but yeah, more bluff than bluster. Juana Taco is here. I know. Hankering for taco now. Okay.
That's cool.
Kozu. That's one of those.
Doing this one.
That would be fun to do in an echo chamber. Whoa, 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 zoo, woo, 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 woo.
Okay.
Bod is here.
What do you do for fun? You wouldn't believe it if I told you.
I also see
I
Moy.
tell funny words.
Now, Moy, is that a Goy name or is that a Jewy name? Moy.
I don't know. How would I know? You're reading it.
You're the Jewy bastard.
Make a decision. Wow.
Oh, man.
Women.
I also see
Crazy.
Phantom Link 29 is here.
Phantom Link 29.
And Pon 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 Sauce is here. Pomple 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 Pon Sauce. The lovely Rain is in the chat. As well as Sock Puppet. Hey, Sock. Sockaroony Head. That's what I'm going to start calling you.
Hey.
He's probably going to
there's-
bitch slap me through the computer.
But there's the triplets. We have 3
I know,
Bobs.
the last 2 of the Bob triplets. That's Bob and Tip Bob. We also have Billy underscore. And to round out the crew is Woody Woodman. Woody Woodman.
I read them backwards.
I know, because you're backwards, but that's okay. Hey, you know what? 20 minutes. Booyah! Still did it. Even though I had a dorkular squirrel moment.
You did that once in 14 minutes.
I know.
I still interrupted you, and you still managed to pull it off in 14. I don't know how you did that.
I don't either.
Wow. I could interrupt the Pope. You know what I mean?
That's going to have to go in the Guinness Book of World Records. Graham's actually got through saying, hey to everybody in 14 minutes. Holy shit.
So, what impossible topic is on your mind? An idea, a problem that you have in your life that you cannot solve. Bring it to me, Flash, and I'll fix it for you.
Oh, Beth said she thought of Easter Island for Moy. There you go. Okay. Yeah, Polynesian. Ooh, I like that. I like that Polynesian flavor to that. Now I need a grass skirt and a bikini top. Oh, no, we don't need to go there. Grass itches.
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant, wait a minute. Sir just went upstairs. Yeah, right. Are going to bring her right back down again if you start talking this crazy clothing stuff.
Oh, you asked me what was on my mind, and I was having a discussion this morning.
Mistake number 1.
Yeah, yes, it was. Well, it's like, my son-in-law is not necessarily happy with me because one time long, long ago he asked for my opinion and I gave it to him. Oh. And it wasn't what he wanted to hear. And he hasn't been happy with me ever since.
But does he realize what an opinion truly is? I mean, if he'd have asked you, is this a fact or is this an opinion, then what would you have told him? No, this is a fact. You're a stupid fuck, blah, 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 blah. Or no, it's my opinion. You're a stupid fuck, blah, 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 blah.
Well, no, he actually said, I want your opinion on this. And so I gave it to him. And my daughter.
So it wasn't personal? Or
it was a personal thing. And he hasn't been happy with me ever since. But you know what? My daughter wasn't real pleased with me at the time either. But hey, I was the one that had to listen to the argument till 3 in the morning. So.
Wow, but you baited the trap, but you didn't. You didn't feed the. Anyway, never mind. Let's go on.
I didn't feed the ego.
Next.
So darn it all. In any case, what I was thinking this morning was, how many times, and I think I know I blathered off on it last night in my little blog to the rocket chair. How many times do you just know something? You just know it. And then all of a sudden, something comes along and makes you go, wait a minute, but I know. And then you no longer know. You're no longer so sure that you know whatever it was that you... So...
Oh, when somebody brings in a doubt to a story you've heard a lot of times, but kind of wondered about this certain thing, and then, wow, somebody just happens to bring it up, and you think, oh, there's two of us that wonder about that.
Yeah. So then you start down that little path of, let's find out, am I right, or are they right, or is it somewhere in between those two that, so... I don't know. That's one of those. That's one of those weird things that I see so many people. They just know this. They just know it because it's been drilled into them. And no matter what,
somewhere with this, right?
Yeah, so no matter what they get shown afterwards, no, I know this. Even if you bring in all the facts as opposed to just the cherry-picked facts that were used to support something.
Come on. But give me an example.
Well, let's see. Gravity. Mm-hmm. I was listening to Rupert Sheldrake yesterday.
Yes,
Rupert and it was a TED Talk video where he was talking about how he had found some different places where the speed of light had changed. Or the value of gravity had changed, and he had spoken to scientists about that, and they said, oh, well, we've defined gravity now. Oh, well, we've defined the speed of light now, so it doesn't make any difference if it fluctuates, because we've defined it, so there it is, And I think, so basically what you did was you decided that this is what it is, and the hell with all of this other data that you've got, because that doesn't fit in with your preconceived notion or what your propaganda you're putting forward. So all of that data, all of those facts, those are all thrown to the wayside because those are unnecessary. And in science, we don't need to use all of the facts to prove something, just the facts that are convenient to prove what we want to prove.
Oh.
So, that's kind of where I'm going with this. I know that the speed of light is this, and therefore, don't give me those other facts because those are immaterial because we've decided this is what it is.
And that's got you all up in arms,
well, you look at that, and then you look at all of the other stuff, and you look at all of the different aspects in your life and how many people, the Bible, I know it's true. I know the Bible is true because someone told me it's the Word of God. And it's like, really? God had to have a stenographer in order to get his point across. He couldn't just go kaboom. He had to have a stenographer that didn't translate really well. So... it really, it works into just about every aspect. People cherry pick, even in politics.
I deal with that last one thinking, well, if your God is so powerful and you're just a puny human, why does it need you to protect it from me, another puny human? So their story kind of loses in translation.
Yeah.
There you have it.
It is kind of,
we're on the same topic for a change, though, right?
Yeah.
Wow. What? Are you okay?
I have been away for 2 weeks.
Or anything? Hey. I think, ladies and gentlemen of the RLM, I think there's a 57% chance Grammy Mary was abducted by aliens and replaced with this imposter. Stay tuned as developments occur. Thank you.
60% of the time, I'm right every
Yeah.
time.
About what?
I don't know. Just ask me. I'll tell you.
You know what? Oh, okay. Let's use that as a beginning too, because a lot of times, if you believe you're right, that's what makes that being right what you think it is you believe it. That's it.
Yeah.
What more do you need?
Yeah.
It's changing. Yeah, it's getting control of that idea. Wait a minute. I can decide what I'm going to believe in. I don't have to believe what I'm told I have to believe, but I can make up my own mind about it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of folk don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Some people don't believe it's possible. Some people think, it's crazy. But think about it for a minute. Ooh. If you're holding yourself responsible for what your life is, you're sure going to have a better life than if you complained about it all the time. Oh, but the government does this. No, the government does that. Okay, well, we all know what the government does and does not do. But what matters is how you live, having the knowledge about it that you have.
Yeah. Yeah. Because so many people, I think it's just so easy for people to just, oh, well, the government says you have to do it this way, so that's the way I'm going to do it. To me, that's abdicating responsibility and choice. You are no longer choosing to do something. Not really. You're not making that conscious effort to say, okay, I'm going to drive 75 miles an hour. Not because there's a speed limit sign that says that's as fast as you can go, but I'm going to drive 75 miles an hour because that is the fastest I feel as though I can control whatever it is I am doing. And other people are like, but the speed limit sign says, you have to do this because the government says. No, why can't you just decide that I'm going to operate my vehicle at a speed that I feel comfortable operating my vehicle?
Well, I don't deal with a whole lot of people in real life, physical life, that subscribe to the government says crap.
See, and I see a lot of them, but I work with the general public.
Well, all right, and I go out and mix in the general public, but because of my lack of Danish, politics is not going to come up in conversation. I got it down to, hey, how you doing? And hey, I'll see you later. Hasta luego. How it's communication is the problem. You cannot solve these problems talking about them.
No.
But what you can do is get the fear level up and put the people on a wavelength that generates more waste.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is an untaught lesson to us that it's possible to be done, and that's what the system is doing. And because we don't really understand it, it goes on and on and on.
Well, I think a lot of times people just don't see it because they've grown up, knowing you must respect authority. Okay. Instead of saying respect authority, why don't you, every time you hear that you must respect, put fear in there instead of respect, and look at how it changes the paradigm. Or at least the way people perceive it and it's actually more factual.
Well, I'm not a big fan of the law in any form of the word law.
Yeah.
I don't. No. I think if you've got to have a weapon to perform your duty, then you're just a lying thief.
And a bully.
Because that's what I would. Well, if I went out there into the world armed to do a job, and that was, that would be a thief. But because the guy's got a badge and took half an oath or something, ate the right kind of graham cracker, I don't know, whatever the thing is they do to get to be part of their club is, but it's all it is, a fraternity.
Yeah.
Yeah. there's requirements, and I think there's a psychological test you have to fail miserably at.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if you have personality A, B, C, D, or E, well, we can't use you. You're still human.
Yeah. You actually have somewhat of a personality.
Wow. But I remember being younger, little kid, not too little, 9, 10 years old. And I still, at that point in life, thought the cops were the good guys. I hadn't hit reality yet where they had treated me badly.
But 30 or 40 years ago, they weren't they weren't the total enema bags that you see nowadays in the news.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I remember those days from living through them in a
you
really
remember the Andy Griffith days, basically. Yeah.
Well, not that hokey, because I was in L.A., so no.
And see, I was in a smaller town, and it really was more like Andy Griffith.
Yeah. Well, where I'm from, they didn't walk around. They drove around in cars, but they were nicer. I remember them being, and then as I grew up, the older I got, the meaner these fuckers got, and more afraid for their life, too.
Yeah.
What a bunch of pussies, man.
Well, it's when they went from being peacekeepers to law enforcement officers, because instead of wandering around and just trying to be friendly with everyone and keep the peace, and not kind of soothe the battles, which we have some of those out here. Our county sheriff really is more of your Andy Griffith type than, because he would just as soon, hey, if you can handle it and there's nothing broken and no bloodshed, hey, and you don't need to call me, cool, it's all good.
Yeah. Well, we don't have that in the big societies are done with anybody doing anything for themselves.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. They want this dependency on the state to be so deep rooted in that it's almost invisible. Unless you know what you're talking about, you wouldn't recognize it.
Yeah.
And I see it in people with my interpretation of law enforcement and what I think is important to be a law, and I can't come up with anything. There's not one fucking thing that they write law about that, wow, if I did any of those things, I already know I'm doing something wrong, doing the thing. So writing about it, what? What's your point?
It makes it more wrong?
I don't know. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm trying to comprehend but then they blame it on, well, people are evil and all this church and, the educated. And what they leave out, here's one of the most important things that's left out of the equation, is that societies are overpopulated on purpose. Okay? And then the basic resources that that are necessities that can't live without are poisoned and rationed. So there's never an abundance of a clean source of natural resources. And that environment breeds liars, cheats, thieves, murderers, and rapists.
Yeah.
There you go. And they do this knowing, before they start it, they know these are the results they're going to get based on taking these steps. And now they're building $2 million bathrooms on New York City property because they got to please everybody and pay union wages and blah, blah, blah. Are you fucking kidding me? And this is acceptable. So it's all relative to where you live to some level.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, just because I live in Denmark doesn't make me fucking Danish. Right?
Yeah.
Just because you live in Nebraska does not make you American.
No.
But okay, how do you see all that?
The only thing that I see anymore is that I happen to be female, because that's the yes, I do identify as a female because, well, last time I looked, I have boobs and I also have how shall we put
other
this?
Stuff.
Yeah. The place to
Parts, lady.
She's place to park the
lady.
I had the place to park the gear shift. So, therefore, I am female. I do know that. I cannot say that I am a white woman because depending on the time of year and how much sunlight I get depends on what color I am.
Ooh.
Can't really say that I have gray or silver hair because I go see Lisa B once a month and we play.
Really?
So, basically, if you want to just go by appearances, yeah, I'm this silly woman that stepped off the fashion train, and that's pretty much it.
Wow. Is that a big female crime now?
Apparently so. Apparently for some people, stepping off the fashion train is a big faux pas. And I go, well, it was going too fast. And I saw that little runway thing where these gals were wearing things that looked like a cat hacked up a hairball. And I just as soon not wear that shit.
Wow.
So,
okay. I don't know. Yes, dear. Wow. I'm not getting in your way on this one.
There you go. Moosey said vajayjay. That's it. It's a vajayjay.
Oh, that part. Oh.
I couldn't. Why I couldn't think of that? It just wasn't coming to my mind.
You couldn't think of it. Wow.
I know.
I don't know. Maybe that contact high thing is true.
Yes, Grammy. I am a blue-haired Grammy.
Ooh. Well, yeah, kind of, but in the back.
Yeah, it's in the back. Yeah. With a
It's
little
not
bit of
like-
purple.
Yeah, but you're so untraditional about it.
Yeah.
You didn't do it in a fashion like anybody else would do it. You did it in your own sick, dorky little way.
That's right.
And I recognize that because I saw it and went, "Hey, there you go."
Yep. And the best part about it was one of the last times I went to see my Auntie Wanda.
Yeah.
I had taken the grandkids down, and she said, after introducing the grandbabies and her chitty-chatting with them, she said, now, I got to see this hair. Everybody keeps telling me about this hair. So I turned around and I pulled my hair up and just kind of let it fall. And she goes, and why did you do that? So I explained it to her, and she said, I like it. And that was like, okay, Auntie Wanda likes it, so it's all cool. So.
Yeah. What's she going to say to you at that point? Go cut your hair.
Well, no, Auntie Wanda was always very non-traditional anyway.
Yeah, but she was a nice one, I think.
Yeah, she was a nice lady.
Yeah.
And now she's nice somewhere else, probably sitting in a celestial chair with a bunch of kitty cats all over her. And she would be happy with that, so it's all good.
Okay. Purple-haired guy.
Yeah. Guy?
You could
No, I don't self-identify as a purple-haired guy.
Well, you could be the leader of my RNC gang.
Ooh, hey.
The Purples.
I could,
Yeah.
Wow, I could be a gang leader.
Gang leader. There you go. Start your own cult. The Gramsci is a wonderful lady cult. Hey, I'll be your manager for 20%. And I think that's a fair deal.
You think it's a fair deal. And so what did you have to do for that managerial position? Just say, I'll be your manager for 20%? Because I know that's a real strain on the jaw, having to say that.
Look, lady, do you want a cult or not? You're going to give me a hard time. Well, hell, start your own damn cult.
The cult of...
You don't need my services if you've got it under control.
the cult of multicolored Grammys.
Hey, I wonder what that would be like. I'll bet there's a lot of you out there, too. You should link up on, what's that Facebook thing?
Oh. I do kind of sort of have a tribe, so to speak.
Oh. You mean the previously insane?
Yes. And enjoy it.
Right. No. But I'm not actually making a joke about it, because to come from where we started to get to where we're at today was, wow. That was a interesting little trip. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of a meandering little thing.
Okay, for you, mine was like 90 miles an hour, and the driver was always loaded. So chances are we may not get home tonight. Take your
Yeah.
chances, or
Well,
don't. Stay home.
my
Yeah.
driver was loaded, and they thought they were driving 90 miles an hour until the cop walked up beside us and said, "Do you know how
Mm,
fast you're going?" Note, I said walked up beside us.
yes. Cheech and Chong movies in my mind. Well, yeah, but I think I really meant what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was not telling it.
No, I'm
Yeah, I
sure
would.
yours was a balls to the
Mm,
wall kind of.
mm. No, I had my lull times where life wasn't all exciting, and then there was other times where shit would happen for weeks, and then there nothing for months. Go move somewhere else where it was quieter, relax and recover, and then go back somewhere else and do it all over again. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's kind of sort of the way it is, isn't it? I mean,
No,
I've been
no.
going
I
90 to nothing for the last couple of weeks, and now it's like I have a weekend where I don't have to be somewhere. Damn.
Yeah, but you were successful as far as longevity goes in your attempt to fit into the society at large.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I did
Me,
attempt
all
it.
well, I didn't. I did not bear well with authority. The authority did not like my kind, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They really have a big boner for people that think for themselves and won't bow to them like they're correct.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
there's some people that go out of their way waving that red flagged banner in their face saying, "I don't bow to you. I don't listen to you. I don't." And then there's people that just go and go about their business. And the ones
Yeah, right. Yeah.
that do the and go about their business, I don't think get noticed unless someone waves that red flag.
Yeah, exactly. Don't feed the beast.
Yeah.
See, I recognize it, and I can talk about it on the RLM, the Dork Table, because it doesn't apply in my daily life. Are you kidding me? If it applied to my daily life, my probably my expressions would be a lot different. Yeah, well, I was never really an American. Even when I lived there, I wasn't. I'm American. Nah, you're American. My mother's half. My mother's English, so I don't know. I was not raised like everybody else, the exact, the same mold.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit more variety in my upbringing in ways that other kids didn't have.
True.
Mm.
True.
Yeah, from by having one parent from one country and the other from another. But that in when I was younger, that was kind of a new thing. It wasn't so run of the mill like it is now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and it didn't really used to be so much, 'cause I remember growing up and man, if your parents got divorced, that was like a big stigma kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And nowadays, well, Christ, even when my grands were over in the UK yet, and my granddaughter was telling me about, this set of parents got divorced and this set of parents got divorced and then this set of parents both of them got remarried, and so now instead of just having two sets of grandparents they have four sets of grandparents, and she talked about it like, actually that's kind of cool at Christmas time. That kind of mindset.
Mhm. Well, right, and what do I always tell you? They're making the abnormal normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big move.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, then how come it's such a stretch to explain it to people? You see what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, but how come all the, normal people, they look at the same damn thing and see something completely different?
Some of them, I think it's I can't really say it's a conscious decision, although there are some that
Yeah.
that it is a conscious decision. But there's an awful lot of people that they see what's really going on,
Mm-hmm.
and subconsciously they make that connection, but then they also intentionally ignore, and just go about, no, I see nothing, I know nothing.
Like being married to a cheater or something.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody else knows. Yeah, but no, I ain't gonna say nothing either. I've had friends like that.
Yeah.
And been put in question, by people. What, you don't want to choose a side in this? No, I'll stay out of this whole fucking thing. Leave me out of it.
Yeah, I'll sit back here, eat some popcorn, and watch.
Because when you pick sides in a fight of any kind, somebody comes out of it not liking you.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting more and more to where I just, if somebody asks me, okay, you got to pick a side. Okay, I'm picking mine, and I think I may go out in the garden and pull some weeds and pick my backside, if you don't mind. And if you do, I'm going to do it anyway, so see you, bye.
That's why we have videotape. For those lean times when you can't get to the bank, you just show your neighbor the pictures of the yard work being done. Yep. You'd be amazed to take my 10-step program for just 3 months. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have people that drive by every once in a while. If I'm out there pulling weeds, and, I catch myself. Because I have these squirrel moments. I'll be walking along, and all of a sudden I'll see this weed that's standing up taller than the rest of the yard, and it's like, oh, we can't have this shit. So I go over and I pull that weed, and then I see another one, so I pull that weed. Next thing you know, I am the quintessential bent-over Grammy lady with the ass facing the road.
Wow.
And then someone will drive by and honk their horn, and it's like, oh, great, yeah, they got a good view.
Oh, you're right. Okay. You're just entertaining the troops.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Yes. Out here in the boonies.
I'll tell you. But the day that when a woman bends over is a crime and it's punishable by law, get the fuck out of that place. You're in big trouble.
Oh, no shit. Because, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's not close at hand.
Well, they're just going to have to haul my sorry ass off then, because, yeah.
Well, you know what? I ain't a big fan of the Americas, but I'll pick on my brother being his, poor hands ain't around. I got nobody to play with tonight. So I'll pick on Alan and say the English are just as bad as, if not worse than the Americans socially.
Oh, yeah.
They're fucking spying on everything, and they got a tax or license, or you need permission to do everything. And if you're mean, verbally abusive, and what a bunch of, well, anyway,
wussies.
So wankers, wussies, English twats, I don't know, call them what you want. It's just it's just another corporation to me in the long run, but it's the amount of control that the government truly has over its population is incredible.
Wow. Yeah.
England and America are pretty much the same. I don't really see much difference between the two. I think, well, maybe the U.S. is a little bit more violent, outwardly violent, and the English are more the threaten and see if they can get you to kill yourself kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember the bedroom tax?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so these warmonger pricks in their parliament, they all get together and we need to make ways to make more money because we're going to war and whatever nonsense it was about that day.
Yeah.
And they start talking in the press about the bedroom tax, and they're going to tax these people for an extra room in their flats that they're renting already, right?
Yeah.
And this poor woman killed herself before it was even announced it was law. She snapped under the pressure and jumped. Went, fuck it. And then, of course, afterward, wait, hey, well, I guess this isn't such a good idea. Let's not do this at this time. Came out of it.
Wow.
Well, but I mean, that's what I mean. The Americans are Waco people. They'll just go in and just fucking and burn you out. That's that. They've done that plenty of times across the country in different states.
Yes.
But the English, they're a little tiny island about the size of, I don't know, Trump's hair.
That's not such a small island then.
Well, see, just depending on which side of the Trump you're on. But it's just not but it's got a big population, like Germany. Yeah. Do you know how many Germans there are in this damn Germany next to us? Take a guess how many Germans live in Germany.
20 million.
80 million.
Holy crap, that's a lot of kraut.
I'm telling you, Hans would probably trade places with me in a heartbeat. And you know what?
What?
I wouldn't get on the train to go to Germany to spit on Germany. I just don't. Doesn't what's the point?
And yet, when you stop and think about it, how many people in Germany actually believe the way that they are credited or propagandized as feeling?
Who knows? And you know what? I don't speak German anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
And the Germans that I encounter in Denmark are just the same as the Danes. They don't say anything out of pocket. They're kind. So it's not the people you got to be concerned with. It's the governments of the people. And tying yourself to that government, picking a side. Or let's use Hans, for example. He loves those Nazis. The great Adolf Hitler said and all this horse shit. But I'll bet you Hans doesn't know the name of the banker that was responsible for Adolf Hitler getting where Adolf Hitler got in order for Adolf to do the things he did, which to the public eye are still secret.
Yeah. See, and I don't
see what.
I'm not sure which one. I know Prescott Bush was messed in a lot of that crap.
Yeah. Yeah, he had slave labor camps from Auschwitz, and that was the beginning in Poland. They even took the original name of the city, and changed it to something German sounding so that they could say it with less apprehension, because I don't know how to speak Polish. So they renamed the whole fucking place, called it Auschwitz. And what is about was making the wealthy, making their shit for free through slave labor. And Prescott Bush financed that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right, but see, we're misled, and then you get people like Hansel that Adolf Hitler was such a great leader. No, Adolf Hitler was just another fucking putz in the game. Stupid. You're just conned by you're conned by the crap you like, just like everybody else that believes in politics. It's all worthless crap. It's failed.
He was a useful puppet, and then when he was no longer worked for their agenda, then he became expendable.
Yeah, well, what I understood by the information I saw that got me going this way was it was the first time that the wealthy elite had enough money to hire thugs like Nazis to enforce their shit on the population.
Yeah, and yet how much of that money is actual? None of it. None of it's real.
See, right, exactly. But orders come and people follow them. There you go.
Because they believe in a value that was applied to a piece of paper or to a button or whatever.
Yeah. And then misrepresented to you. It's all a matter of how your value system works in the first place.
Yeah.
So if you're living 1,000 miles away from me, I don't care if you rape your neighbor's cat. It doesn't interest me. Don't come to my house. But, do what you want to fucking do 1,000 miles, and doesn't interest me at all. Then they get into other things like nuclear.
Yeah.
I get a little interested. But can't stop it because these fucking educated cunts won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Global warming ring a bell with anybody listening?
Yeah.
I mean, the educated are the cause of all the fucking problems we have. They don't cure anything.
Yes, they are. The educated and those that believe that they are better than. You don't even necessarily have to be educated. Just believe that you are better than. That's where that Anastasia video that got me started on the Ringing Cedars books, which I'm still reading number 2 because, well, I haven't had time to do a lot of reading. But the whole history of Russia 40 generations ago had the rest of the outside world really doesn't know very much about that. But if you listen to someone who is from Russia and from those areas where they still teach that, kind of like there was a video that I shared to Mary B about New Zealand and the different tribes in New Zealand and how they're finally, I don't know, it's a good thing to get recognition from the government, but these people had an oral history that took it all the way back to where they left the main continent of India and traveled to Egypt and then traveled to South America and then traveled to Easter Island and then Polynesia. And, they had this history that was handed down from one elder to the next generation, and people can trace back their heritage, and they don't want you being able to do that. I wonder if maybe that's not why they're wanting to take out, with these mandatory flu shot things, take out the older people that can share this information, share your heritage, show you, some of the stuff. They don't want people knowing that, because then they will know that all the rest of this shit is bullshit.
Or here's another thing. Me and you are gonna hit the wall with this one. I think a legal age of 18 is a bunch of shit.
Well, yeah, because there's some people mature faster than others.
Nah, fuck all that.
No, mentally, some people. I know people that are older at 10 than people at 24.
Okay, well, that's still got nothing to do with my theory, but okay. I understand what you're saying. I was coming from a different angle.
Oh, okay. So what angle were you coming from?
That, like, Social Security and, like, the driver's license and all these things that we don't talk about because they got, government shit all, there's sticky shit all over it. Mm-hmm. They're all manufactured numbers. And then they make up a story to define why that number is so important. And I think legal age is another one of them. Like, why would it... Who wants to work until they're fucking 60? Are you insane? What the fuck kind of crazy life is that?
And yet, if you really, really love what you do, are you really working?
Okay, but that's not the point. The point is, by law, you don't have the option out.
Yeah, you can't retire legally before, now it's 65 in the United States.
Okay. And this is what I'm saying. These are all man-made, agreed-upon guidelines to go by. And the one that hurts you the most is the 18 to be legal thing. Yeah. You should be 12 to be legal.
But you're 18 to be legal for some things, but not other things.
Right. That's what I mean. If you were 12 and that's it, you're ready. Crime would drop over fucking night.
Or even say 13, because then you are officially a teenager, I know, you set it at 12. I see how you are. 12.
Republican, you want to raise me? What? I see you're 12 and I raise you to 13.
There you go.
Son of a bitch.
There you go.
Right? But why not 12?
Well,
but you do agree with the premise of the argument, though, right?
Yes.
That's what's important.
Yeah.
It's a society's mandates this crap, and it's based on what? I mean, when I was fucking 12, I don't think I'm a whole lot different now. than I was then. And I got a brother that says, "No, you're pretty much the same fucking asshole that you were when you were 12."
Well, there you go. And see,
Well-
when you go with that whole legal age thing, then let's go with who in the hell decided what day of the week is what day of the week, and who in the hell decided that Saturdays and Sundays are weekends. I know people that have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. That's their weekend.
Well, and then Grimm's making correcting me in a way because it should be 0 to be legal, and I'm against the whole legal thing in the first place. I just think that we're not taught about. We have an inner part of us that doesn't want to go around doing anybody any wrong. Nurture that shit, and get off the serial killer movies and and blood sacrifices videos, and go grow a garden or something, man. Take a kid's interest and put it where the kid's interested, and you won't have a problem. But they don't do that. They force us to do shit that wastes all our time.
Yeah, put us in little pigeonholes.
And as you all know, a pigeonhole is a hole that you put a pigeon in.
Yeah. And a Boyd brain.
Why would you want to put a hole in a pigeon? Or put a pigeon in a hole?
Ooh.
Wow. It's good. This red label shit's good. Woo! Damn. I'm speaking in tongues.
Damn it. I was too slow on the duck.
Excuse me, duck. Anyway, I was talking to Cirque about the word "what" in Danish again today. It's so funny. It's such as you got something with your friend, your friend X, and you've got this little inside joke. Mm-hmm. And our inside joke is public because it's about a question. And if you're curious, type in translate HVARD. Wait, HVAD. It's in Danish, right?
Okay.
And it means a question. And when I saw the word, I kept seeing it on the screen. I'm watching this movie one day. And I kept seeing
what?
AD. And it kept coming up on the screen. And finally, she's in the other room doing something, and I'm watching this movie. And I yell at her, "Hey, what does this word mean?" And I said it how I read it. HVAD. Havad. What the fuck? I gotta find out, word is that? What language are you talking in? And what is the word? Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
What?
Yeah. But that's not how you say it.
So how do you say it? How do you say it?
I'm going to tell you. You got to meet a Dane and ask them.
Oh, so is it Havad?
No, there's no D in it. The D is silent. See?
Hava.
No, they don't say V.
Ha.
They don't say W. Yeah, they say V. Yeah. So you're on the right track. Talk to Cirque sometime now.
Ah.
But it's weird. HVAD. I went, oh, wow.
Okay.
In a million years, I couldn't learn to speak Danish.
Bleh.
I have enough trouble trying to figure out how to use the computer.
It has a little sound thingy where I looked it up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Bleh?
Yeah. Yeah. But out of that, are you out of your mind?
I know. It's like, why do you have all those extra consonants in there? What the hell? Were you playing Scrabble and trying to use up all your tiles?
Just like English, only different.
Yeah. Or, oh, cripes, last night I was trying to read some of those damn big-ass scientific words, and it's like, seriously? Who decided to put all these frickin' consonants in the middle of this shit? Damn. How the hell are you supposed to pronounce that? I would sprain my tongue doing that.
Wow. You know what I'm really glad about living here, though?
What's that?
Is that the population doesn't hold me accountable for what the U.S. does.
Oh, see, and that is awesome.
Oh, I've thought about it, because I saw a foreigner in America or two get mistreated because of their country or whatever. I never got involved in people's shit when they did that. It wasn't my problem. But I've been exposed myself to it happening, and it hasn't happened. And I'm starting to wonder, well, why? And the only thing I can really pin my finger to is that the bulk of the people I live among are just as indoctrinated in their system as they expect me to be in mine.
Oh.
Hmm. And they're civilized people, so we're on, level playing ground, no weapons, no threats, just do your, society thing and go home. And it works fine. And there's other foreign people here that live here among us. I'm not the only foreigner, I'm the only American.
You're a foreigner. Oh, no. In America, we call you foreigners.
Foreigner. Yeah, that's right. Where I'm at, you damn right. But the way they treat me, I've been here a little bit, and they seem all right with it.
There you go. Hey, you know what? I was checking Facebook, and I'm going to completely come out of left field here. A friend of mine shared something. Here's what happens to your body when you eat 2 eggs a day.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. Eggs have been demonized because cholesterol levels and yada, yada, yada. They don't bother to tell you that your brain is mostly cholesterol.
Yeah. So you translate that, it means that you're starving your brain from what it needs the most because of bad medical information.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's
number 1, it
kind of
reduces the risk
said
of
out
cancer.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Breast cancer research has been reduced. Breast cancer has been reduced by 18% when you consume 2 eggs a day. It reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease. Improves your eyesight.
Ooh.
Because it's high in vitamin A, lutein, and zeaxanthin, or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
I better talk Sirk into getting a chicken coop and some chickens so we can name a chicken Boobs and have fresh eggs every day.
Fresh eggs from boobs.
In our little Danish hideaway in Freddytown.
It also protects your brain.
Oh, my brain's so well protected, it's not believable.
There you go.
I've been smoking the old, devil's lettuce for many, many days.
There you go. It slows down the aging process, too.
I don't care about that. Fuck that. But a day without the devil's lettuce is like a day without sunshine.
Oh, that's just cold.
It's like going on the RLM and hands ain't around.
Oh man, yeah, I know. You lose your foil.
Yeah. No, I lost my comedy partner has abandoned me.
Yeah. Your front
I'm
man.
a sad look. Yeah, well, maybe we can woo him back into the fold. You know how?
How?
I'll buy him an I Hate Donuts t-shirt. Huh?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Get him a week's gift certificate for a week's supply of coffee at Starbucks.
Oh. I think you need to get him a t-shirt that says Daylight Donut Rules.
Daylight Donut Rules? Well, I have to think about this one for a minute.
Daylight Donut, it rules, and then walk into Starbucks wearing that.
Well, he does brag about that kind of, anti-social kind of behavior. Looking for, I wear a Giants uniform shirt to another club. Wow.
Yeah.
Why would you purposely go out in public looking to antagonize other people that might whip your ass? Let us ponder this for a moment, and I would say he's bluffing and he don't do it. Or if he does do it, we need a video.
Yes. If there ain't no video, it didn't happen.
Yeah. The new rule for Hansel. We'll all jump on it. Show me the video. Because he puts all this Fox link stuff up. I'm just not entertained by any of that CNN and Fox crap. But if he puts up a link of him setting somebody straight, I want to see it. I do. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Versus the liberals. Ooh, a fight to the death. Ooh. Are you kidding me?
Hey.
Yeah. I think we should bring back dueling. Yeah.
I think we need to bring back the stocks. You know, you screw up, you gotta sit there
That,
in the stocks for a couple hours and let people throw rotten
uh,
tomatoes at you.
too many perverts. No. Just dueling. Keep it simple, right? And the reason I think of dueling is this. You'd think twice about challenging somebody to a duel when you know that that could be the last thing you ever fucking do.
Well, that's true. Of course,
Yeah?
I
And you
would
wouldn't
think
waste.
twice about going to watch
Mm.
one because, yeah, how good is their aim?
I remember I told you about that. Yeah, you got to clear the way. No, pack that fucker full of senators and lawyers and doctors. Yeah. Remember, that bullet might ricochet off something and catch two or three of these dirty pricks all at one time.
Oh,
You don't know.
man.
And then they're firing from both sides. Maybe one guy's going to fire two or three times. Eh? We could get a half a dozen out of this if we were really smart about it.
And if you get them in the right line, you win tic-tac-toe.
Pay-per-view. We'll probably gobble this show, or MTV or something. Make a weekly. The president. We could get, what's his name? Trump to host dueling fucking people.
Instead of dueling banjos, it would be dueling idiots.
Well, what I mean, though, in the long run is if it really came down to that, and if you committed a crime against another fellow, and he might say, hey, I'm accusing you of this. You have, 4 hours to gather your fucking shit and meet me on field because I'm shooting you, fucker. You might not steal from the guy in the first place. I think it would be a great deterrent to crime. Yeah?
Yeah?
Oh, you fucked my wife. I think we'll be meeting on the field in 4 hours. Wait a minute. So all these crimes that we hear about all the time, they diminish because you'd be publicly humiliated. Everybody'd know what you fucking did, and you could take a bullet in the head for doing it. Crime prevention would never be the same.
Or, if you had the punishment fit the crime. Hey, you fucked my wife. Guess what? Ooh.
Right. Well, that's the point of the duel. And all I'm saying is that things, the way they are run, are so misrepresented that the punishments that they hand out, like death sentences and 40 years and all, that's insanity.
Well, all that
Instead
shit
of-
is just very impersonal.
But
Yeah.
to raise a society on purpose to require that is not good thinking.
No.
Right. Because what would you call a person like yourself that doesn't wake up in terror every morning and have to face their life and fight their way to work and fight all day at work and then fight to eat lunch and then fight to finish the day and then fight to get home and then fight with their partner?
I call myself truly blessed.
But that's the way they portray life in film and MSM and television. Is everything's a fight. Oh, I'm fighting for the good. Oh, I'm fighting evil. Fuck you. I sit in my dead ass and I don't fight nothing ever. Poor Cirque is so bored. She goes, well, you don't even have a good argument, do you? Too lazy. You know how much energy it takes to put up a fight? What are you, nuts?
Yeah.
It's a whole lot easier just to sit there and play video games.
Well, there you go.
Well, I don't know. I still think crime would drop if the consequences for the crime period was the same for all of it. Treat it all the same. Then you'd be a little bit more liberal of what you thought crime was.
Yeah.
And you'd give more consideration to, wait a minute, I'm not driving anything, I'm traveling. Well, get the fuck off my back, Mr. Revenuer. You just want money. And
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
me and you understand that, and there's plenty of folks on the RLM that understand that, but maybe there's people that don't understand that.
But my roads, that money goes to my roads. No, it doesn't.
They're
No, it
still
doesn't.
stuck on that same, but the same lie. How long can they use that one? Whew.
Yeah.
Condition of the roads. Come on. Don't the results of what you see with your eyes matter to people, or do they just go on what they hear on the internet?
I don't know. You know what's really crazy is that I think about, and I know there was a time frame there where I thought, hey, I really don't mind paying taxes because I don't have tanks on my streets. And
Mm.
and as the years went by and I started seeing tanks on the streets, it's like, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. What the hell? I was taught bullshit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Well, okay, and then we simplify it in Flashco and just go, well, if they lied about one thing, they lied about all of it.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to stick with, if I can't trust the fucking money is real, then what else could be real? Because that is the basis of all the decision making. Oh, this will save money. Oh, this will acquire that. Oh, no, it won't. This is a bunch of fucking stories you hear, and you just agree with it because they don't matter. It ain't going to matter until you get Waco'd, and then you're going to go, hey, wait a minute, and it'll be too late to do anything about it by then anyway.
Yeah. And the story that they will tell, because you're the one that got Waco'd, the story that they
Yeah.
will tell is one that supports the agenda
Yeah.
that they're trying to put forth. So, yeah.
And for the first 5 years, the government ignores the people and misdirects and lies and does dances. And 5 years down the road, the public forgets. Doesn't even take that anymore.
No.
Maybe a year, and on to the next disaster. Just they're priming the pump.
Yeah.
Well, it makes me feel concerned, for my fellows, because I don't really want to see anybody get hurt in the first place. There's no need for it. But they've convinced people, some of us, not all of us, that you have enemies because they are in a different country and their leaders want different shit. I think we're all being screwed.
Yeah.
I think all the leaders sit at a big round table and all eat the good food and drink the good shit and laugh at the fucking idiots that put them in the seats they're in. And if you ignored all that crap and wouldn't support it, that was the way of life, to be, responsible for your surroundings, not 10,000 miles away and greedy, oh, I need $1 billion. Life would be different. But look at what they raised.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. How could you expect any other results out of society? If you go from one society to the other, the more educated and the more technology a society has, the worse it runs.
That's true. That's because more people rely on that technology. And then when the technology breaks, people have a tendency to get a little on the wacko side.
Well, what I mean, I'm going the other side of it, is where there is no technology, there is no wacko.
Yeah.
Wacko is a byproduct of all the technology and all the smart we are and how clever, so we can put too many people in too small of a place and starve some of them so that they become monsters.
Yeah.
And then not tell the population, well, we did this on purpose. These are your fault. You made this happen. Blame the fucking victim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, their society is very good at blaming the fucking victim. Well, and I'm thinking of, like the little tribes, or, whether they be Aborigine or whatever. Someone comes along and they do something and it works out really well. And what's the first thing they do? They go and tell everybody else, hey, you know what? I did this. Come here, let me show you what I did. And then everyone benefits from whatever it was, this new thing that they tried. And they go, see how well this worked for. And everybody else goes, hey, that's cool. I'm going to start doing that. In those situations, and they don't look at it as, if you pay me so many beads or so many berries or whatever, I will show you how I did whatever this cool thing was. They don't have that mindset at all. Their mindset is more of a, hey, guess what? I figured this out. Come on, let me show you. I'll show you that I figured it out, and then everybody can. So the whole group benefits, as opposed to, hey, I figured this out. Now, how can I sell this idea? How can I make money off of it?
Miss Mary, it's never going to be popular to be nice. It's only popular to be a greedy cunt. Ugh, I'm so upset.
I know.
Look
I
at all
know.
our heroes. They're all a bunch of filthy, rich, slimy twats that if you met them in public, you wouldn't want to speak to them. They look down at you like you were a piece of garbage. But you don't know that until it happens. And then you go, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people that really, they're in the game and they look down at the rest of us.
Hey, I see Dorky Lynn joined. Hi, Dorky Lynn.
We got the English crowd coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And I got Rascal on
yes.
my lap. Hey.
See, when I start talking about snooty rich people, Lynn shows up. What a coincidence. Yeah, that's my brother's girlfriend. And he's a snooty rich fucker now. So, what
That's
are you
okay.
going to do? I know.
It's a burden he has to bear.
Better, like I told him, better you than me, because this way I got more time to play games and screw around.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
What?
Me and Cirque did the other day. I'm going to give her some recognition on the Dork Table radio program.
Okay.
Because I missed her. I never wanted. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, next week comes. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, next year comes. Yeah, I'll do it. Well, she cornered me on something she really wanted to do because of the dog.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my little wife took a bunch of scrap stuff together and built a little gate for the dog to not get out of the compound.
Ah.
So, yeah, she's really a prisoner now. Hannibal, the cannibal. But, yeah, me and Cirque, a couple of saw, cut here, cut there, screw. Oh, sorry, honey. Not that kind of screw. Bag, same thing. Fuck. Oh, nail.
It's amazing how all of those terms, are, yeah.
Adhere, nail, the wire, reinforcement,
drill.
Oh, there we go again. but so we made a little gate for the dog to not be able to get out because she's a digger dog. So, yeah, Alan's apologizing for not showing up tonight to me. Oh well.
That's okay.
He missed our dorkiness tonight. I wasn't too funny tonight with you though. I've been very in a serious mood, Miss Mary. I wonder what that's about.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you just plain haven't had your dork fix for a while. I know I haven't had my dork fix for a while, and it was like it's very badly needed.
Yeah, well, I don't mistrust the next guy. I mistrust the shit that the next guy believes is true. See, and in public, it doesn't really apply very often. I've not run into it in years. Where whatever side you're on matters, and people are going to attack you and talk to you about it. Nah, nobody gives a fuck if I'm a Nazi or a nigger here. Doesn't matter to no one. What matters is how you treat them.
Yep. Well, those labels that society applies to you really are just that, labels. They're peeling sticks.
Yeah, but you got the same thing. You get a small community. You know the people you run into, and whether you speak to them or not by first name, you still know that you're accountable.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do something, you do something in front of them, they're going to know, hey, wait a minute, that's not right. Well, because of that, in not even being on the top of your mind, just you know it inside. Hey, man, I got to face all these people. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm on my public behavior, not my bathroom behavior. Never mind.
Oh, no, I'm wondering
seem
what
to
the
have
neighbor
lost-
is doing because,
Uh-oh.
they must be loading their trailer. I heard a clatter, clatter, clank out there, and it's like either someone fell off a ladder or the neighbor's got a trailer out there, a critter trailer.
Or they're stealing your dogs.
I don't think they'd be stealing my dogs, but...
I'm joking. No, Bubba, are you kidding me?
I know. Bubba's such
There's a sight. Ay.
Yeah, trying to steal Bubba? Really? Seriously?
And did you ever find the red ball?
Yes, we did. You know what they did? One of those times when I went into the garage to grab something and then came right
They
back
took
out
it in the
again.
garage?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
underneath my old car.
Wow.
Yeah,
The case of the red ball was solved right here at the Dork Table.
that's
Damn,
right.
you're efficient.
I
We
know.
should charge people for our help.
I know. I
What do you
know.
think? I mean, we set them straight on all things public and private.
Yes, we
They
do.
know boobs run the world. They know the money is not real. What more could you ask?
Oh, now we have also solved the question of is the Earth a globular thing or is it flat? Because
you've got
where
an
I
answer to
live,
that?
it's flat.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm going to go with, because the popular consensus is round, I'm going to go with flat. Just to argue. Because,
Yeah, but
and
where
I'm gonna
you
tell
live, it's flat, isn't it?
Yeah, no, not really. But I'm going to tell you why I want to take that stand.
Okay.
Because the answer to the question is not a valuable bit of knowledge. It serves no purpose. It's a control freak issue. You belong to a certain group if you understand the dynamics of the rotation of Earth. Blah, 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 blah. What are you, a fucking Mason? I mean, come on. It's a secret
yeah.
society right in front of your fucking eyes. You can't prove it. You can't disprove it. And when you argue with it, the public is attacking you. Get used to that.
Oh Lord, yeah. And I was where was it? It's not last weekend. The weekend before last.
Stare.
Went to go visit some friends, and we were, talking frequencies and all this other fun shit. And so I started throwing questions out there. And Grimmy said it's spherical. I think it's tubular myself, but whatever.
Okay, wait. I'm not even concerned whether it is or not. I'm just saying, prove it to me in a fucking 5 paragraphs.
Yeah. Well, see, we were discussing.
Better yet, show me a picture of Earth from outer space, and I'll believe it's round. Until that day, nah, it's flat. We're not going any fucking where.
There you go.
You show me that we're moving, and then I'll listen to you instead of this fucking banker fucking religious mumbo jumbo shit about trust me, I know what I'm doing here. No, you don't.
Ah, see, and
You're just
I was
guessing.
I was having a discussion with someone about the synchronicities and all this other
Yeah.
fun shit, frequencies, and I said, so how do you know they actually went to the moon, and how do you know? And all of the sudden, I got told, well, if you got some education, you would know, and it's like,
Wow.
oh, if I got some book learning.
Yeah. That's what I just told you. That's what that's what that stuff is designed for, the divide and conquer.
Yeah.
If you don't believe it, there's enough people that do that are going to point at you and make you look completely insane because of their standards. And those people, they're just talking shit. They're like parrots. They're just repeating shit that they can't prove. They're not even aware of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or two back, it was a bit. Chloe came on here about the bank, blah, blah. And I told her, I challenge you to go pay your mortgage in $100 bills. Take a video camera. If they do accept it, I want to see it on videotape. No, nothing. But she mocks me in the RLM about my opinions. No, these are things that are true, real, and there's plenty of people on the RLM that have been through them personally. Just because the official story doesn't match what you read on the RLM does not mean that the official story is any more real than what you're reading. It's all a matter of interpretation, and do things. Get out there and do stuff, and don't be so easy to follow. Try it. Try it. It's like riding a motorcycle. If I thought riding a motorcycle was bad for somebody, I'd tell them so. And if they wanted me to show them, I'd probably get on the bike and probably show them. I can ride. I just don't want to. Show me. Okay, ride. Park it and get off and go on the next thing. Instead of just bitching at somebody about it, I would go that extra, to prove myself.
You mean you're not as lazy as you portray?
Shh, oh boy, when my wife hears this, I'll never have a minute to myself again. Well, actually, no, I don't think so. Not really. No.
Oh,
But
see,
it's a lot of
Flash is
fun.
wanting to know who told you could have your own opinions, Flashroid.
My wife said I could. I asked my wife, and she said, "Okay, honey, you can have any old opinion you like." Blah 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 blah.
So long as it goes along with mine.
As long as it matches the drapes, it don't fucking matter. Oh, and as far as who told me, I've always assumed, Grimner, I don't really give a flying fuck what other people think. I don't even give a fuck what they say most of the time. But I do care about all the time is what the other fucker does.
Yeah.
What you tell me and what you say and your points of view and all that, that's just all cannon fodder. It's what you do that matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as long as I can get from my house to the grocery store and get my what's and nots down there and get home and I'm not all beat up from the trip, then I've got what I wanted.
There you go.
So I gave up all that fancy kind of shit and convenience to be comfortable and free.
Ah. Uh-oh. Rob Works says he senses a honeydew list in the future.
Oh, probably. Yeah, she does. And I sometimes do stuff. And I'm just lazy. It's a matter of interpretation there, Bosco. But I can't fault her for that. You can even what?
I clicked on the link that Grimmy put. I think Grimmy put it in the chat. Yeah. A Twitter pic.
Here, let me open this. I can open this without killing the computer. But
that's funny.
All fun. Anyway, crap. As much shit as I give Grim, I would expect him to say something back. And I would attribute that also to living in Denmark for the past few years. They're a kind of a shy people, withdrawn a little bit compared to outgoing Americans. But once they know you, fucking people are shameless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they cut you down because they like you. Not if they don't like you, they do what I do, which is pretty much walk the other way, go sit somewhere else.
There you go.
Wow.
I'm
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Does it get any worse?
No. Well.
Wow.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay, thank you. I needed comic relief. Okay.
It gets worse. Because once you challenge worse goes, hide and watch.
You know what I always didn't like about Obama?
What's that?
Well, I'm one to talk because I stutter and stammer live as well. But that he was this big shot fucking lawyer bitch, and when he spoke without a teleprompter, he sounded like a chimpanzee looking for car keys.
He sounded like Elmer Fudd, or not Elmer Fudd, Porky Pig.
Miss Mary?
Yeah.
Anyway,
pretty much. Yeah.
A honey-do list in my future.
That's what always tickled me about that is everybody always said, but he's such an eloquent speaker. And I said, yeah, when he's plugged in.
Yeah, they left out for a nigger, he talks pretty good part, but they said all the other right shit. Because you couldn't say that. It was like, wait a minute, why? Well, he's the president. So fucking what? What the fuck does that mean, a president?
They're supposed to be smooth talkers.
He's just doing what Monsanto told his cousin George to tell him to do.
Yeah.
Didn't stop him from droning anyone or being part of the war machine.
Yeah.
Or breaking every promise he made that was going to progress something. And then he left behind this ball of shit that all these legal cunts, they can't get to the core of this shit ball. It's so big. So they're just all running around the outside of it, pointing fingers at the other guy. Oh, it's them. Oh, it's them. No, it's this big ball of shit that everybody else is deflecting from.
Yeah.
The Republicans, the Democrats. No, it's the ball of shit that all of them put together for your viewing entertainment that you think is a mistake when it was done on purpose.
Yeah, and the rest of us look at it and go, wow, that's going to take a really big dung beetle to move that bad boy.
They're going to do it. They're going to convince these fucking voters that they've got a plan in the works, and if you hang in there for the next 3 or 4 years, and then when Trump wants to come back in office, say, oh, have the finishing touches on this in, 21.
Yeah.
Just bring me back to the White House one more time for, my traveling convenience.
Yes. Well, that's why Dangleberry Care didn't go into effect until after the second term would have started.
I don't remember now. I've been gone to
dates and all that other fun shit. It's like, really? We have to pass it before we read it, and then it doesn't go into effect until after I might get reelected or survive that long, however the case may be. Yeah.
Well, I know survive that. Look, who's going to assassinate a president beside the CIA? Come on.
That is true. And that's only because the new puppet has been groomed properly.
I don't think we even know who the real leaders are. I think they show us like movies, and they just show us what we want to see. This guy's so-and-so, and that guy's so-and-so, and the real guy, he's down in Florida playing golf with somebody. and he just calls his clone every day to make sure he didn't fuck his life up.
Oh, wow, and I just got this image in my head of the real guy being down in Florida playing golf and looking at Dangleberry and going, you're a pretty suck-ass caddy. How would you like to be president of the United States?
Well, Miss Mary, it does bring up a kind of a finite little thing here. A little small, tiny little detail that people don't pay a lot of attention to.
What's that?
We touched on it. We touched on this back a bit. And that is that the Senate and the Congress is chock full of these freaking filthy, greasy, slimy fucking doctors and lawyers that you can't trust as far as you can throw a truck. Okay?
Yeah.
And so these slimy, greasy fucking pricks, they sit around and they figure out ways to fuck all of us at the same time legally.
But they do it in committees.
I know. But they get away with it, and there's not much opposition.
Well, and I think that's part of that whole committee process too. Let's have this little committee, this little committee, this little committee, and they all do their own little bits. And then when you take all those little bits and put them all together, there you have this great big ball of shit laying in the middle of the floor.
That's what I was talking. Whoa! You know what I call that ball of shit that you refer to?
What's that?
Government.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know what kind of government?
A shit government.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Same
all
thing.
All of them.
Same thing. You said all of them, I said shit.
If you've got somebody as far away from where I'm at as you are, making decisions on my behalf about things I have no information about.
Because they know better, even though they don't have any information about it.
I think I'm being screwed in that thing then.
Yep.
I don't like it. I think we should not participate.
I don't like it, and I don't want to do it.
Right, but it's so much easier to just comply.
Well, yeah.
Then you can keep the illusion of having all your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the way it is.
Yep.
It's all make-believe. But if I want to step out of make-believe, I can do that anytime I like. But make-believe is easier to get along in than reality. Because reality is fucking ugly.
Okay, who's reality? Because actually, if you look at somebody
everybody's-
else's reality, it could be
everybody's
fucking ugly. But if you look at
It's
your
all-
own reality, what's up close and personal to you, is it really that ugly?
Wow. I was speaking for the common man and everything.
I know.
All right, take me out of the equation. I'm speaking for the masses here.
For the masses?
Yeah,
Massa.
yeah.
Massa.
No. No, the
I know, the
other-
masses.
The others, not the dorks. The dorks are dorks.
Them there are other people. Them over there. Them people.
Yeah, them people that keep doing this shit to me. Okay? Now, all right. I could play that game if I chose to,
Well, yeah.
but I don't. I just use the black market for my wants and desires, and there you have it. Life is good.
Yep.
Because I'm not going to go to the state and ask them for permission. No, don't want to do that. Makes me feel like a regular person when I beg for, what I want. So I don't want to do that.
Well, if you look at how many steps it saves if you don't go to the state and ask for permission, if you just do something.
Yeah.
And nobody gets
Exactly,
hurt out
right.
of the deal.
Then nobody looks any further than where is trouble.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, if all this drama in life that you read about every day on the RL&M about police behaving in certain fashions in certain states, blah, 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 blah. Where I'm at, it doesn't happen here very often.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't happen
I
very
don't-
often out here either.
No, but remember when it did? Ooh, you were
yeah.
mad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What'd they ever do with that cop anyway? Is he still working?
Actually, last I heard, he's still on the job. He has been exonerated. They investigated themselves and found no wrongdoing. And there is now a new Joey's Law.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's
So-
kind of late.
Which, no, I think the Joey's Law, with the way it was written, or the first draft that I saw, I haven't seen the one that was signed, but the first draft that I saw was like, oh, that opens a great big doorway to really start messing with a lot of people, and not the cops.
Mm.
So, yeah, but they did get some kind of Joey's Law passed, and I'm thinking, oh, this is not going to work out well. This feel-good legislation, there ought to be a law. Yeah, here we go. Grab your ankles.
Well, that's the way I see it. I don't know.
I don't
People-
either, but wow.
I think it's all based on your income anyway.
Well, okay, your income of that thing that people believe has value but really doesn't have any value. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
It's a
however-
useful tool.
Well, however you use your straw man is the results you're going to get, probably, is what I'm leaning to.
Yeah.
Because when I didn't use my straw man, then shit didn't happen. And when I was in the mainstream and, doing things that society required, I was miserable and stepped out of that and went, oh, I get it.
Oh, I understand that with, not using your straw man and you stay under the radar, basically. But I'm also reading in the chat, and Beth was talking about how Dangleberry got the Democrats' voter list of info.
Yeah. So?
And changed his foundation to another type of entity. And I can, and that's the games that they play. And it's just like I see it out here. People that, them they're foreigners, them they're immigrants that come in here. And a lot of them, they come over legally and they start a business. A lot of times it's hauling grain or whatever, because you don't have to deal with loading and unloading cattle, so that some kind of hauling grain. They start this business and they get so much every year for like 3 years. Well, after 3 years, then they change the name of their business. they reincorporate it, and the head person is now their spouse or one of their children, and then they get to start that 3-year cycle all over again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're constantly getting that little bit whatever from the system. They're playing the rules against them, and yet I wonder if maybe that's not the intent all along. Is those that can figure out how these rules work and how to work them, and then have them work them.
Wow. Oh, well, no, I just prefer to live and let live in my own little way.
See, and I just really like the way Circles put it. Don't do unto others what you don't want done unto you. It's just pretty much that simple.
That's why I'm not allowed to make coffee. She knows I'll drink the swill I make. So I wonder to this day, does she just go, wow, that poor guy? Because she goes through a little trouble to make the coffee the way she does it. The way I do it is like quick and to the point, and it's not for flavor. It's not for aesthetics. It's not for flavor.
It's
not
wet.
going to make your day go any better, but it might make somebody else's day go better. One of those kind of coffees. Yeah. The kind of coffee that brings you down from the trip you were on. My coffee is like, what the? And her coffee is like, oh, that's so good. See? Yeah, we're going to use the Dork Table today to fluff the old lady's dress right up to her thighs.
Oh, I see how you are. This trying to be your gateway to the boobies?
No, that's not an issue.
Oh, okay.
No, when we did the ink, that kind of goes without saying. Well, to you guys, all that marriage crap for the state was, to me and her, it was the ink.
Yeah.
There you go. Not about what the state does or don't do. Fuck. She's got a job she's not done with yet. But if she ever decides she wants to go to America, bye-bye Denmark. But she wouldn't want to go.
No, and I don't blame her.
But see, I would be flexible. I'm not stuck on any bit of dirt. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm going to do the same things I do no matter what.
Yeah.
And there you have it.
Well, it's the company you keep, and I think so long as you are with Circles, you will be where Circles is.
Yeah. Well, when you surround yourself with good people, bad things don't seem to happen.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're in an overcrowded population where it's designed to happen that way, to look like, whoa, you were a victim of something. Whoa, I wonder how that happened. It was all planned that way, and you're just playing your part.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe that story, because it's another fucking theory, conspiracy theorist, do a little research into how they experimented with rat colonies.
Oh, I've done. Yeah, you sent that to me several years ago, and that was
But that's what I mean is now I'm just talking out of memory because I don't really care. People don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. When they're desperate enough, they're gonna instinctively know what they got to know. It'll come.
Yeah.
As long as there's two parties to pick from, and Trump's a dipwad and whatever else, Pence is this and Sessions is that. You're in the game. That's what that's designed for, what it's supposed to do.
Well,
and when you can step out of it and just kind of giggle, then it's not real.
Yeah. Well, they dangle that carrot out there for you to, or that shiny bauble for you to. Yep.
Well, I wonder if I wore a Trump hat and a "fuck you, I'm American" T-shirt, I'll bet I'd get a different response out of the locals.
Probably.
Than I get with my, it's a Whore's World T-shirts. But,
yeah.
They're not insulted by that. But I just wonder, maybe if I went all Republican out here, I wonder if that would bring a different result. And I think it would.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, because I'm not anonymous by any stretch of the word here, but I'm quieter in public than I am on the radio.
Imagine that.
This is my time to vent, little missy.
Ah.
What is Fluke doing after the show, Flesh?
I don't know. What is Fluke doing after the show? Why are you wanting to know what Fluke is doing after the show?
That is top secret material. You don't need to know.
Ah, I see how you are. You know, Grimmy, I have sat out and watched the Perseid meteor showers. That is kind of cool to watch it.
Really? Meteor showers?
Yes. I took my soap out and everything, and yeah, the dogs just kept bringing me the ball.
Wow. What an uneventful, boring life I have. Oh, I am so sad. Now I feel better.
There you go. You got that out of your system, eh?
I don't know. I don't really think I want all that, busy, go, excitement. Nah, I'm tired of it. Nah, I just like watching the world stop and stay flat and not do anything.
Yeah. Hey, stop the world and let me off. That has a whole new meaning now. Wow. Okay. Cool.
I think it's funny how people react, whether I mean it or not, whether I even believe it or not, that I said it is all it takes. I think there's a possibility this world might not be around. Well, we have a nice room for idiots like you. Come here. Let us take this pill.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are obviously broken, sir. Something seems to be mysteriously wrong with your cognitive reasoning. Yeah?
Yes. Here, you'll feel so much better after taking this pill.
Telling you, when you go against the crowd, those are the price that you're going to pay. There's going to be a fella out there that don't like that you think for your damn self, even if you're a bigger idiot than he is for his fucking story. They're still stories.
Yep.
Damn, what difference does it fucking make? Does it make you taller to know we're on a spinning ball gliding through space than a flat thing going nowhere? I don't know. I wonder. And all I could ever come up with is it puts me in a different group of believers. This group believes that, and that group believes this. Whoa, then there's your problem. You've got groups.
Yeah.
Kind of takes the interest out of the answer to me, but everybody else fights about it. Ooh, he's stupid. He thinks the real... No, I never really said I believe or don't believe anything. I just insinuated that there's a possibility we've been fucking lied to about all of it. You figure it out. And when you have physical proof of, like, say, a picture from one of your fucking satellites that's out there in the atmosphere of the planet we're supposed to be on, show it to me.
Yeah.
They never do that. Oh.
Yeah, I know. They're all computer-generated images. CGI.
I feel so robbed. I'm going to be a sad little dork.
And, that's where I look up at the stars sometimes and I think, wow, all of those really pretty pictures from NASA of what these nebula look like and what this looks like and what that looks like. And I look up at the stars at night, and I have a really good view of the stars at night out here in the boonies. And I don't see all those pretty colors. And I know I keep getting told, well, that's because you don't have high magnification, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And if you look down at the bottom and then they say, well, this imaging, these pictures that we took of Jupiter or of the moon or whatever, these are all images. They're all snapshots, little bits that have to be put together like a puzzle. And that's why it takes so long for you to be able to see these pictures, because we have to actually put this puzzle together. And it's like, wait a minute, you have this camera. You're coming in with this camera, supposedly, according to you.
I don't know.
And you're taking all of these pictures, and yet you still have to have all these little puzzle pieces that you have to put together before you can release that picture. And you look at the very bottom of it, and it says CGI.
Ta-da. All right. All right. So if I'm a child, right,
Uh-huh.
and I ask a childish question, I'm going to get the same answer that I would ask if I was a argumentative adult. See, when you're a child, you're curious. When you're an adult, you're arguing. When you don't go with whatever the common thing that person's been taught to believe is.
Mm-hmm.
I do it, you do it, we all do it. I'm not immune to it, but becoming aware of what I'm doing when I'm doing it is becoming easier. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, hey, it's been a few days on this planet. It took me to get where I'm at now in my thinking process, and whether I'm right or wrong is not the issue. Is whether I'm happy about how I live that matters.
Ah, there you go. And you know what? I think we can end it on that because we're just about out of time.
Oh, goody, we're done with the Dork Table. Grim can get on to better things. Yay!
Yay!
Well, it's good to have you back, Miss Murray.
It's good to be back.
It always takes us a couple of weeks to get back into the comfort ha stuff. We go through these serious shows first.
Yeah.
Next week, prepare for
dorkiness.
The jokes.
And I have my pretty good joke book right here.
No.
Volume 4.
I got my pretty good joke book right here, Volume 1. That seems to do it.
There you go.
I'll take my off the cuff over your pre-written any day. Yours is like a prescription. Mine is like a weed. Just grows there. Just grows there. We don't know why.
It just does. I think a bird shit out a seed.
Hey. Yeah. Yes, I've read that as far as planting. Yeah, they're very responsible for that. When plants show up in strange areas, they're not supposed to be in.
Yep.
We'll talk about that next time on the Dorky Table.
There you go.
That's a dorky topic.
Until then, y'all have an absolutely awesome rest of your weekend. Stick around. I don't know if JJ's is going to be playing or not. And, well, Kira will be on later, and Bo Diddy and Grimmy tomorrow, and Hal